Even if you're a coach with a whole bunch of case studies, if your testimonials are weak, you're leaving thousands of dollars on the table, because a bad testimonial is just as useless as having no testimonial at all. I'm talking about those fluffy videos that say, this coach is so amazing, but don't actually tell a story that connects with the audience. Because I've studied hundreds of coaching businesses, and the one constant is that coaches who get clients every month all have incredible testimonials. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to collect high converting proof that actually makes people buy, and show you exactly how to use it to make your audience excited to work with you. I'll break down the CCS method me and my clients use, and I'll even give you this cheat sheet, which I'll leave in the description below. Now, before we get into the framework, I need to break one big misconception most coaches have. You think you have good testimonials, but what you really have are compliments, and compliments don't convert. A real testimonial isn't someone saying you're amazing. Instead, it's someone saying, I was struggling with X. I wasn't sure if this would work, but after working with them, I got Y result, and I recommend this to anyone who's struggling with Z. That's what makes people buy, because it makes them think, wow, that sounds exactly like me. Most coaches are stuck under 5K a month because they don't understand this difference. They think collecting random praise is enough, but praise doesn't create trust, and it definitely doesn't overcome objections. And here's the part no one wants to admit. Your audience doesn't care how good you are. They care whether you can help someone who looks like them. That's why you need testimonials with structure, not fluff. Once you understand what a real testimonial actually is, collecting high converting proof becomes easy. And that's why this next framework matters so much. To get high converting testimonials, you need to use the CCS method, which stands for collect, capture, showcase. The first part, collect, is where most coaches screw everything up because they collect praise, not proof. A real testimonial isn't about the final win. It's about the journey your client went through. That's what future clients connect with. It's what makes them say, that sounds exactly like me. Now, to collect proof that converts, you need 4 elements. If you miss even one of these, the testimonial loses most of its selling power. First is the before. What did their life look like before working with you? This is where you want to talk about their struggle, frustration, or things they tried that didn't work for them. It makes your audience instantly relate because this is where they are right now. If you skip this, the testimonial feels disconnected and unrealistic. Second is their skepticism. Was there a reason they almost didn't join your program? Every prospect has doubts. They're going to be skeptical of you and your program because there's a lot of scammy coaches out there who give the rest of us a bad rap. So when your client openly says what they're worried about, the cost, whether you're legit, or whether it would work for them, it destroys the same objection your viewers have. When you include skepticism, your proof goes from a nice story to something that builds trust. Next is the transformation. What changed once your client actually started working with you? Get them to talk about their breakthroughs and specific wins using real numbers if possible. This is the part that builds belief that your program really works by showing a real transformation. Finally, the recommendation. Would they recommend your program to others who are struggling? This is where your client says, if you're struggling with what I struggled with, you should work with them. This makes the testimonial sell for you. When someone sees their before, their skepticism, their struggle, and then hears someone like them recommend your coaching, your conversions go up instantly. When you follow this 4-part structure, you're not just collecting testimonials, you're collecting sales assets. You have proof that overcomes objections before you ever get on a call. And to make this even easier, I made a cheat sheet that walks you through exactly how to structure these 4 parts. I'll leave the link in the description below. All right, now while the collect method alone will get you incredible results, things get really exciting when you combine it with step 2. Once you've collected the right stories, the next step of the CCS method is capture. And this is where most coaches lose 80% of their potential proof because they only capture one format. Usually they get a short video or a single DM and then wonder why the testimonial isn't converting. But here's the truth. Different formats trigger different buying instincts. Video builds emotional trust. Screenshots build credibility, and written testimonials build logic and certainty. When you combine the three formats, your proof becomes undeniable. It feels real and has layers, which is exactly what makes people say, yes, I'm in. So here are the three formats you need to capture. First is video. This is your strongest, most emotional proof. It's where people see the transformation. They see your client's eyes, their tone, their energy, and none of that can be faked. You can do this through a Zoom interview, an in-person interview, or even get your client to record a video on their phone. Video is powerful because it pulls prospects into the story and makes the transformation feel human, not just theoretical. This is the type of proof that sells high-ticket programs. Second is screenshots. This is your raw, unfiltered proof. It can be screenshots of wins inside your group chat or DMs. They can be small wins, big wins, realizations, or anything that captures your client's progress. People love seeing raw, unedited results because it feels real and spontaneous. Screenshots are the heartbeat of your social proof. They show progress happening in real time, which is often more persuasive than just the final result. Finally, you can collect proof with written testimonials. These can be short blurbs, emails, or progress updates from your clients. These make amazing B-roll in your videos or for sales assets. You can use them as overlays in your videos or on your landing page. You can put them inside your funnel or send it in a DM. But these work so well because they give viewers quick micro evidence of what happens when clients work with you, which helps build trust and confidence. The bottom line is you want to capture everything. Most coaches wait until the end of their program to collect proof, but that's a huge mistake. You want to capture moments as they happen. The first win, the mindset shift, the small victory, and the holy crap, this works moment. Because momentum is magnetic. When people see consistent wins, small and big, it builds trust way faster than one polished success story. Now, once you've captured all of this, the video, the screenshots, the written proof, you're ready for the final step of the CCS method, showcase. This is where the proof actually turns into clients, because even if you collect amazing proof and capture it really well, none of it matters unless you use it strategically. But this is where 90% of coaches drop the ball and leave money on the table. They know how to make great educational videos, but they never weave in any proof. They don't show client wins, results, or stories, so even if the video is helpful, it doesn't convert. So here's 3 ways you can fix that. First, use proof as teaching material inside your content. Instead of saying, here's why having a better offer matters. Say, when my client Sarah fixed this one part of her offer, she signed 4 clients in 10 days. See the difference? Same lesson, but now your audience believes you because the story proves it. When my client Sebastian started doing this, his calendar got booked out completely with sales calls. And that's how he hit $11K a month. You see what I did there? I just used Sebastian's story to weave proof into my point. I wasn't bragging, I was showing you this works because that's how you turn content into a client acquisition machine. But using proof in your videos is just the first step. You also want to build a wall of proof on your landing page. Your landing page is where buying decisions actually happen, not on YouTube. So instead of writing a 15-paragraph essay about your program, you build a section that hits people like a freight train. You show testimonials of different clients with unique stories, struggles, and objections. Show a busy client who was worried about time but still crushed it. Another client who worried they're too new but still got results fast. This is how proof deletes objections before the sales call ever happens. Finally, showcase your proof on sales calls. This is where your proof helps you close deals. When a prospect gives you an objection and says something like, I'm not sure if this will work for me, or I've tried other programs before, or I don't know if I have time, let your proof do the heavy lifting. Just respond with, totally get it. I actually had a client in your exact situation. Here's what happened. Then you tell the specific story that matches their fear. Suddenly, the objection isn't an objection anymore because you've shown them undeniable evidence that someone just like them succeeded. And that's how you close 3 to 5K deals with ease. Because when you actually use all 3 parts of the CCS method, collect, capture, and showcase, you stop relying on hope and start relying on proof. Your testimonials become a machine turning proof into clients, clients into more proof, which turns into more clients. This is how coaches go from inconsistent sales to predictable 10K months. And if you want to see exactly how I use testimonials inside my own content to turn viewers into clients, watch this video next. I break down real examples from my clients and show you how to turn your social proof into a sales engine and scale your coaching business to 10K a month or more. I'll see you there.